Go live. Go live. Surprise, everybody. Surprise. Y'all didn't know I was going to go live. I didn't know I was going to go live. Who knows these things? It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Um, you know, I may as well do something, you know, to kill a little bit of time until some people get in here, because this is like a big unveiling. I got some stuff today that is going to freak you the freak out. Yeah. And it's gonna freak you the freak out. Freak out. Do, 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 do. Oh, freak out. Put it down. Y'all can't see it yet. There's sunshine coming in. Hey, Shelly. What are you doing, girl? Um, Me and Sunshine was kind of out of pocket today. I was hanging out with the mini pole vaults today. They were. I got. There's a whole bunch of little mini pole vaults running around. Y'all just don't know. There's Lotto. They all different kinds. I, yeah. I mean. Okay. It is weird. So y'all know I buy. I'm kind of a little bit of a guess. I don't know. I guess I should be an expert on religious idols and statues. Um, you know, no, 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 no. Uh, y'all gonna freak out. Y'all gonna freak out when y'all see this. Ugh, God, don't drop it. Okay, go ahead and hit this. Do you see that? I was told this was taken from a um it was taken from a temple. Okay, yeah, and it is it uh take uh it is it is a fertility carving for sure, Dime. It's I think it's Nigeria or something, and that name is the woman, which is kind of kind of deceiving of where it's from, which is it's still an Indonesian statue, but the woman's name or the goddess is Nigeria, and she's having birth, as you can tell. And this, I was told that this was taken out of a temple wall, and I was mm, think I was pretty I have it checked out further. Um, I do not. I mean, I've kept a lot of idols around here and stuff. I do have Papua. Papua's really excited to have her here. Let's see. Uh, okay, lay down. Lay down. Now, Papua, uh, Shelly, it is Indonesian. Now, Papua, he is from a cannibal island over there by Australia. And I think they're still practicing cannibals. Um, and these statues are made every time they, like, they eat their friends and they eat each other and they eat their enemies and stuff like that. But this statue right here, because they're still practicing, it's hard to tell how old it is. Um, And so they price all the papuas at the same price. Um, the papuas, and I'm calling him a papua because I'm papua'd in the brain, but that's just what I call him. See, he has a happy wiener, happy wiener, happy wiener. I just get all kinds of stuff. Now, Papua, I got him really inexpensively, um, and I was waiting on him. Papua's got back, as you can see. Um, but I mean, I'm going to search more on Papua. Cost me like $5. Okay, and I know the cost on Papua, the one that I just took, it's sitting over there. They all cost $250. And the reason why they all cost $250 is, God, my hair's looking like hell. Grandkids beat the hell out of me today. But and I hung out with my grandkids, but we just happened to stop by a cell on the way in. Um, Papuas are all $250. Not more, not less. And the reason why is because they can't tell a 1,000-year-old Papua statue from a 2-day old one. I'm sure you can tell. I can tell because the wood's older and stuff. I get, but then they'd be like, well, how do you know they didn't make the brand new one out of old wood? But the thing was, is so that's why they're all priced the same. An old cannibal statue versus the new cannibal statue, they're all the same. It's going to happen when two things get together when you're not watching. Yeah, well, there's so much of that shit going on in here. I mean, the thing is I'm gonna tell you, Anon Mouse. This one, and like Shelly said, this one here, I will probably get an auction house called Sotheby's to give me an auction on this because I've seen like 3 of these, and so this is not an original concept here. Uh, and see, here's the thing on the Papua, um, Shelly. The Papua cannibal doll, why can't it be carbon dated? Is because they could have made the statue from old wood, new wood. It's kind of like carbon dating a rock. If I made a statue out of it, it's hard to carbon date something like over there, and yeah. And it's just as well for me because, like I said, I don't know. I do know that the Papua was obtained in the early '60s. So I know the cannibal doll. But now this, and you know what's really bad about this? The lady said this was part of the wall that got taken, and there was 2 pieces of it, and a guy had just came in and bought the other piece, and was like, and she said he looked at this piece for an hour, and said that he would be back. I walked in, I said, "It's mine." Um, there is a chance. There is a very good chance. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I may keep it, but there's probably a very good chance that I'm going to sell this. So, you know, um, I, I, I mean, it's just a little brutal, and since I guess it's history and stuff. I mean, the thing that really like freaks me out the most about this is the baby's head. The baby's head is really freaky looking, and it's in the different angles you get of the baby's head, it looks different. But that's YouTube friendly. Uh, there you go. And the baby uh, really looks messed up. Really looks messed up. Really looks messed up. And then you got someone down here, wide receiver down here, ready to catch said baby. And looks like two nursing moms or something going on there. And yeah. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm just saying, I'm pretty good at knowing authentic stuff. I've bought idols and statues like this all my life. Well, not all my life. Um, since like the 80s. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is probably the most craziest, authentic, wildest, one of the wildest statues I've ever bought. Some of the statues I bought in my time, I have gotten rid of. Um, well, and at first when I saw it, I thought, oh my God, is this Shiva giving birth? Which would never be a statue you would see. Because Shiva standing on top of a man that she's murdered is actually a good statue. I got one of those in the other room. Is actually a good statue. Shiva standing with nothing under her is bad. But Shiva giving birth would be really, 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 really like no-no-ville, you know? But, I mean, I already knew who this was. Let's see, we're just do a little thing here. I mean, it's always crazy. I'm always getting crazy stuff. Um, this wasn't as cheap as I would have liked it to be, that's for sure. Um, the thing is I'm gonna just tell y'all, I paid $35 for it, and I'm really, really, really thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to, if I go to sell it, I'm going to ask 10 times that much. So, yeah, that, that stuff. Um, let's see. Let's just take a little picture of her here. We'll try to get a good representation of what's going on. Get you some background on it. AI says this appears to be an antique Indian carved wooden sculpture, possibly made of Shisham wood. It depicts a female figure, potentially a celestial beauty or deity like Surasundri. Let's see. It keeps saying over and over that it is Shisham, Sheesham. See if it has. But I mean, you can tell by the dress that they're Michael. You can tell that the dress that they're wearing, the dress form that they're wearing, I mean, it's right then. It's going to be Indonesian or India stuff. Is that the same thing? Look at me, I'm being like all smart and stuff. Am I doing that? I'm not doing that. But yeah. It appears to be keeps on coming out of that wood Shizan. But I know what it's worth to me, and I mean, I would let it go. I'm not going to let it go out of my hand for anything under 200. It's just going to stay in my collection. Um, but seen one of these today, kind of like it, and it was in a museum. Uh, then the lady telling me that this was taken from a temple. Uh, that adds to why. I'm probably just going to go get it appraised once again. Um, and see what it's worth. Uh, yeah, yeah, Pokey is. You know what was crazy? We were out tonight, and uh, well, and that's the thing. I will go to Sotheby's. Here's the thing, Shelley. I will tell you this about a lot of asking a pro. So I think y'all remember. Y'all remember this? I've had a problem with this. Okay, I had a problem with this. Okay, Sotheby's, and I'm just going to say what my problem is. Okay, we probably pretty much all know that this was an African rain wand and a good luck wand. Okay, and the thing was, is Sotheby's said that it wasn't going to be right in their area of expertise, and they turned me on to someone else. They said, this person will appraise it for you. The person said, hey, we will not appraise it for you unless we sell it and we get a cut of the commission. And I'm just like, wait a minute, but can you tell me what you're going to appraise it for before I tell you if I'm going to do this? Okay? They're like, no, that's not how it works. And they're like, you ship it to us, and at that point it's ours, and we're going to sell it for what we're going to appraise it for. So if they say, hey, oh, this thing's worth $5, we just sold it to Joe in the back, there would be nothing I could do about it. I know they might not, Shelley. I would trust Sotheby's. I do trust Sotheby's because they get bigger and better fish. But who they turn me down to? Actually, I had a problem getting through to them on the phone, and I was having problems dealing with them. And I'm thinking, if this is what I'm going through to just deal with them, I certainly would hate to think if I did business with them. I mean, it would be like doing business with. You know who that is? Do y'all know who that is? Okay. It'd be like doing business with them. Um, but you know, and my boss, he eBays a lot of stuff for me every now and then, but he will not eBay um, antiques. Yes, it was Chad. That voodoo doll was Chad. Uh, Look, does anybody know who this is? Look at that. I don't know. I think it was a wine bottle stopper or something. I don't know. You see that? I mean, when I was growing up, everybody knew who this was. And this is an antique here also, but it was a guy named W.C. Fields. No, this is not Chad. This is W.C. Fields. And he was a bit before my time even, but I still knew who he was. Uh, Now I'm sure not a lot of people know who this is. He was famous for being drunk. No, it's not Sunshine Archer. No, don't do stuff. But yeah. So I mean, and here's the thing. every time I scan this thing, it comes up with someone else. Oh, man, you know, when seasons change, it's like like Slayer or something. When the seasons change, uh, yeah, look, Michael Songs knows W.C. Fields personally. I forget, he used to say something. I don't know, but uh, here's the Chad Voodoo doll. It's okay, Chad. You can come back. Look at the Chad Voodoo doll's eyes. No, Pobot, no. Oh, Pobot, no. No, Pobot. It didn't happen. Didn't happen. Okay, maybe it did. But, and like I said, this was just so weird. It was just so weird. Yeah. Did you see this, Michael Songs? I, I mean, and like I said, you know, uh, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. And and the workmanship on it is kind of really intricate. And I don't usually buy the bullshit of when someone says, "Hey, so this was taken from a temple." You know, maybe, maybe not. Now I've got to. When I go to buy this, I've got to go. You know what? I'm just putting that in the bullshit tank. Did it come from a temple or not? It doesn't matter. Is this like very old? I'm gonna tell you right now. I can tell you. I've kind of wiped some of the dust off the face of it, but I'm gonna tell you right now. The dust on this is old. Just the dust on this is old. This is, I'm going to say, at the newest it possibly could be. I'm saying at the newest it possibly could be is 100 years old. The newest it could possibly be. Um, I did see something kind of scribbled on the back. Um, it looks like something like E. Looks like WF5. And a lot of times when you see stuff like that, it means it was labeled when it came through customs. Um, but I mean, it's that's really crazy. That's really crazy. That wood right there tells me it somehow, some way, this was getting hit with water down at the bottom, and at one time corroded. This up at the top, this notch is telling me, like I said, that it was probably built up like a pole. And there was another one that fit down on top of this, which is what the lady was saying, which I can't imagine why you would buy one and not the other one. Um, the lady was saying the guy just didn't have the money, and I guess I understand that really well. But it's no Papua. Let's see. Rachel, I had some Hawaiian statues that I bought with this. I should have brought those, but I think my grandkids grabbed those out of my truck. I'm not real good at dating those for sure, but it didn't look old. Did not look old at all. But like I said, I don't know what I'm going to get on this. I don't know what I'm going to get on this for sure. I'm going to try to do it again because, like, one time I did the Google thing. I did the Google thing, and it actually gave me the name of the deity. Uh-huh. That's right. We'll do it again. It's weird, the more times I do this, the different things it does. Uh, what? Pookie, you leave the dad jokes to the master. Oh, man, you know what? Me and Sunshine had a very, very good dinner, and it didn't get ruined or anything. But don't you really hate it when someone wow. So it on this one it pointed out the one deity on the side, the right side of it, and said this image depicts a female figure, likely Yaka Yakshi, a type of nature spirit or semi-divine being in common in Indian art. Wow, I mean, this one's just got everything going on. What is this? What is this? What is this? Now, I'm going to tell you what. That, mm, that kind of looks nearly exactly like this. Not as good. Let's visit this. What? TikTok. I don't want to go on TikTok. I fucking hate TikTok. I think that's one of the first times I ever went on TikTok. God. I don't wanna ever do that again. That was bad. I think I got well, there's another one. I think I've got okay. Don't, this is on Instagram. Hey, Justine, you see the statue I got? And everybody was like, "Hey, it must be really crazy." I mean, is this not now? Not now. No, no. Continue. I just want not now. No, 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 no. What? How did this know who I was? Oh my God. I just wanted to. I went on Instagram and it's like, hey, we know you. No, I don't. No, you don't know me. Oh God, stop it. Uh, it seems like a statue kind of like this one is really everywhere. Uh, but it's on everything that I can't deal with. Uh, I don't know, man. Uh, Yakashi. Alright. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be. We'll try it again. Every time it does something different. Okay, here we go. We're going to just do this. Bing. Okay, you can do it this time. It just keeps telling me that it's pretty much Indian. Um, okay. Lord. Okay, this is Lord Narashima. Lord Narashima Awakening. This is another depiction of that. Stop it. Stop it. Lord Narshima Awakening is what they're calling this. And it's a little different depiction in that. It's kind of crazy. Um, there we go. Image of Nigeria. Portuguese warrior surrounded by I don't know. I don't know. You know what? It's saying, hey, you know what? That the picture of that right there is illegal to like post and stuff. And the thing is, I got the freaking statue. So there you go. I got you, Rachel. Um, I thought they were already on. Uh, just went into multi-platform influencer mode. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. I just, I just don't know. You know, uh, I just, I told Sunshine I was going to come on for a minute and do this thing and be like, I got to show off my statue. Um, I just, I just, what's the date on the actual design of the sculpture? Yet, there's no date on this. I think this is before they did stuff like that, Minnie. I mean, like I said, I have bought a lot of crazy stuff. Okay? This is definitely at the top of that list. Okay? Um, I uh, may I may sell this, uh, but I have no problem hanging on to it and putting it in my collection. Um, uh, yeah, that is exactly what that is. Mini vibes. Hey Dan, but that is exactly what that is, and I want to have it. I want to have it like appraised, and if it comes up to be, um, um, you know, if it comes up to be cheap, I will probably keep it in my collection. If it comes up to be high, there's a good chance I'm going to sell it. Uh, Dan, it is. It looks to be Indonesian art. Am I being fancy by saying that, like, is Indonesian the same thing as saying it came from India? Well, it's Indian. It's Indian art, Hindu or Tibetan. Yeah. And it keeps saying over and over that it's Indian, from India, and like in the line of Sheba and stuff like that. Um, and here's where you can really tell the legs. See that the garb on the legs right there. Um, the dress on the legs that gives it away. That gives away that would be Indian wear in the hair. Um, Now, like I said, uh, Papua is a little different. So you got a little bit of different wear on him, and like I said, some days I would you think like Papua. I just don't know. I don't know, dude. And it's really weird for me. Uh, yeah, and that's the thing. That's what I said, Dan. Here's the thing. The thing is if it The lady told me it came from a temple wall, and that's all I have to go on. Um, I would not spend. I would not spend. Papua looks grumpy. Hey, Camellia. Camellia should really know Papuas because Papuas are, I think, a part of Australia. Um, and and oh shit, I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna have cannibals over here. Like, could you see a cannibal like getting on an airplane and coming to get me? And I'm gonna come and get you, you son of a bitch. Uh, but yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird. Uh, yeah, but it's yeah, but Jay, look here. Here's the thing. Um, if I had anything like that, fuck, I was gonna talk to you. Hey Jay, I might need a kitten, dude. Uh, which is a weird thing to bring up. While I'm thinking about getting a kitten. I'm thinking about getting a kitten. We've been talking about me and Sunshine's been talking about it, and it's something that we really want to deal with. Okay. But they got to be little because the dogs only like will let a little tiny kitten come in. Because if a big cat comes in, it's gonna get the dogs. The dogs are gonna get it. It's like it's a process. But anyways, I digress. This this would probably be the craziest thing I've got in this house. And this was bought. Um, I think is it Paris or where the I think it's Germany. You know that Arch de Triomphe or something? I don't know. They have a flea market up underneath the arch, and so they were uh, they were getting stuff. They were getting stuff. Well, here's the thing. Check this out, Mini Vibes. This is going to really trip you out. Um, the Syria went into war while I was in Germany, and that helps me remember where it was. And there's an arch in Germany. Okay, while Germany, and I'm just going to state facts here. I'm not going to be. I'm not a part of it. Yeah, I think Arch de Triomphe is in Paris, Pookie, and I've been there too. But they got like flames and stars and stuff going on there. This this arch is in Germany. Anyhow, they have a flea market down at the bottom of it, and so Syria went into war, and they were, and I'm just gonna once again, I had no part of this. They were racking the temples. Okay, um, a, a fact. No, I was in show business, which was pretty much the same thing as military, Dan. Not at all. It's anyways. It was we were traveling around the world doing um, what we call esports. Okay, and Germany, which a lot of people don't know, football started the war. No, I didn't do it. No. Okay, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. Come here, yeah. No. So what happened is there was a war in Syria, and they were looting the temples. They were bringing the loot from said temples, and they were offing it in these freaking. I'm talking about if y'all could see it with your eyes, you would be like, oh my God, they're not doing this. They were looting temples in Syria and bringing it into Germany and selling it at open flea markets. I don't I don't think there was laws against doing things like that. I'm not sure what the law was, But I knew that Syria was lawless at that time, and bringing that stuff into Germany was probably not a big deal. Okay, so you're up with me on that, and I am talking about. I don't know if people want to talk about this or not, but it was terrible, Camellia. But I'm gonna tell you what, I don't know if people want to talk about this or not, but guess what? They were selling freaking mummies and Egyptian shit there. Yeah. Uh. No. 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 Many vibes. I'm going to tell you at the time, and I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if they're still doing it. It isn't cool. It isn't cool. But we're going around this flea market everywhere, and I'm talking about they are freaking. I don't even know if it's what do you really call it? Stolen stuff, uh, Justine. They're freaking blowing the country to pieces. They were over there blowing Syria to freaking pieces, which I would imagine that was us. And these people were going in there picking up the pieces and bringing it in and and they were freaking selling it in the there went a Sunshine Archer. They were selling it in the markets, and I don't really think it was a black market. You can imagine what they were selling in the real markets, Dan. And yo, bad karma. So a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this. That that there was some temples and matter of fact, on tour right now around the world is a gate that they got from Syria, and it's on tour. Y'all talking about stolen stuff? They're on a gate that they got that's supposed to be a gateway to hell from Satan's temple. They took during the Syrian war, and now it's on tour around the world. You want to talk about stolen? That's openly. They openly looted that, and it's on tour. People are paying money. Yeah. They went all around. They brought them down here to Texas and all this stuff. They took that thing on world tour, and I mean, and there's a chance that this is from one of those. Now, here's the thing: we had a thing. We had a thing. So, you talking about getting stuff appraised? So my boss was like, because the dude who found it, I picked it up out of the dude's stuff that was at the market. And I said, I didn't have a lot of money on me, right? And he was like, and I was like, hey, how much is this? And I kind of recognized it, right? It kind of looked like the thing from the Exorcist, right? And a lot of that stuff is also, when you talk about Syria, you're talking a lot about what did he call it? The Sumerians. Okay? So it's looking like it's like one of the Sumerian Nephilim kind of statues. And I'm just like a little weird about it. I'm like, hey, how much yeah, we had fun and stuff. I actually partied with Dime probably about, me and Sunshine partied with Dimebag about probably about 2 weeks before he went up there to Ohio. I won't forget it because I like puked all over the outside of the bar, bar called the Galaxy Club. I puked everywhere. But anyhow, I digress. I said, this looks like that. And then when I got it, we went. He went to. My boss was like, "This is bullshit." I said, "Yeah, Matter of fact, Dan, right here. That night, that night, I don't know why I never did this around him before, but that night I said, "Hey, Dime, can you sign this dollar bill for me?" And that dollar bill right there is signed. He signed it Diamond, and freaking put a pick in my hand, and then bought me a drink, and then I puked. Uh, that was that. But anyhow, so my boss, being like most people that are probably in this chat and everything else, was like, "No way, dude, that is freaking real. No freaking way that is tripping." The dude who sold it to me when I picked it up, he was like, hey. I'm like, "How much for it?" And he's like, what do you give? €5. And he was like tripping scared of it, right? And I'm like, wow, okay. Yeah, it was because it was tequila. And I can't drink tequila. And he pretty much knew that because we used to drink whiskey. And but anyways, and and then I went to this other dude, and my boss was like, "These guys are tripping. Can you tell him?" And he takes the thing out of my hand and sticks it in the dude's face. He's like, "Tell these people, that this isn't anything. Tell everybody that this isn't anything." And the guy looks at it and he's like, "Get that thing away from me. Get that thing away from me." Everybody that saw that thing in that German market has said, "Get that idol away from me." Okay, so this is back when I used to be in a metal band and I was a little bit wilder. I was a lot younger. It wasn't like this was yesterday. This was probably 10, 15 years ago. And it was when the Syria war started. Okay, so that was a while back. And it doesn't seem like that, but we're all old, and it was a while back now. But then we brought it to America, and hell, I just threw it in my suitcase, whatever. Brought it back to America. We went to have it appraised here, and two appraisers told my boss, who's a very well-to-do guy, and, they told him, "Come get this out of my shop." They're like, "We don't know what it's worth. We know what it is. Come get this out of my shop." And so, a bunch of people are like, "Okay." And maybe I should get rid of it or something. But I have it sitting like this, which is kind of weird. Okay. I have it sitting on blessed dirt from the Temple Mount next to holy water. So, there you go. It's going to be fine, everybody. It's going to be fine. And that's probably the and that's probably the worst thing that I got. It is like a gargoyle, Dan. It is like Sumerian. It looks like it's Sumerian. A bunch of people are saying it could be from the Satanic Temple, but the thing is Sumerian stuff is not that rare. And I knew they were selling some of the scripts really cheap, just because there's so much of it, and they don't have to loot that. But at the time like I said, if you ever go to Germany, go to that market, and you're going to be like, "Oh my God, what are they freaking doing here?" And apparently whatever they're doing there is legal. Maybe they bought it. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not there. I just am a consumer. Stories from the vault. That's right. And the thing is this came from an American estate sale. So, I in Denton, Texas. So, it's a little ways off from where it originated for sure. I really don't think this was carved on someone's front porch. Um, Once again, Papuas are not that rare um because they make them every time they kill and eat people. Um, yeah. Now I got a lot of the Asian. I've got a lot of the Asian art, Dan. I have lots of that. I have like lots of. I got some weird. I got some weird shit this week too. I got that I didn't even think was weird enough to show y'all. But it's a they're saying it's like Native American, but it was justice, and they made a Native American justice statue. You know, justice is blind, but it was a Native American take on it. Really crazy. But you know, I don't think I really don't think that that's going to be holding value. I mean, I really can't see that holding value. Um, because it's a little weird, you know. I don't know. But you know, it's some of Pole Vault's estate selling stuff. But Papua, yeah. Uh, well, everybody keeps saying that Papua is grumpy. Many vibes, you say that Papua is grumpy. Well, look at his. Look at this. That looks like it's pretty happy. Papua looks pretty happy down there. Papua, are you happy down there? I'm all right. Papua, what? See? Hello, many vibes. Going to do this. Look at this. Look at the junk in the trunk. Look at the junk in the trunk. But you know, it's like uh, and if you don't even have, I mean, y'all know I have an idol collection, a collection of idols. Uh, yeah, and I've really been thinking about getting rid of them lately. Um, Talked about it today. I mean, it seemed to be like a cool thing. It seemed to be a cool thing when I was in a metal band, you know. Um, you know, I don't know why. Uh, yeah, I just want y'all to know. Uh, Back in my metal years, when I was in a metal band, we drank a lot and we smoked a lot. Uh, Matter of fact, we like actually. It is that's where that's what it is. That's what it is. New Guinea is over at Papua, is like over there with New Guinea. Dan, that is what this is. But it's from the cannibals over there in Papua, and I'm probably saying it wrong. But you know, it's that little island that Australia is like supposed to be policing and stuff. They told them, hey, you need to go there and like make them quit eating people and stuff. And yeah, Dan. I mean, and for some reason, I just thought it was cool to collect this stuff. And I got. I will tell you, the India stuff was hard to get a hold of. The Shivas. Um, and I had a dude, and I got a friend that's from India, and he will tell you. He told me, "Hey, dude, it is so bad for you to have those." He said that most of the statues were okay, but he's like, "Dude, for you to have those statues is so bad." And I was like, okay, Ronak, you settle down, buddy. You're gonna get catch a hemorrhage here, and you know, and like, oh, no, and but this is one of my favorite statues, Edward. You know this is one of my favorite statues. Look at this. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, out of all the statues, this one right here. Now, and I'm gonna tell you right now. So one of the reasons why you don't see a lot of these statues right here is because they come from like World War II. And a lot of the soldiers bought these in the different islands that they were in. They brought them back home. They got married and had wives, and the wives, like the legs on the Christmas Story. You know that Christmas Story where he puts the leg lamp in the window. Well, a bunch of these statues here had. Yeah, I know, Dan. I do like this one. This one right here is staying with me. And the thing is it's not really that old. I mean, it's from World War II. It's not really that big, but it's really in good shape. And the story goes that a lot of the wives that, they said get rid of it, or they broke them, or they put them away, or they threw them away. So a lot of these got damaged. And it was from, and watch Sunshine. Sunshine's probably going to throw it away. No, she's good with it. But I mean, so a lot of these, and you'll see them every now and then. I know another band that has one of these, and its name is Angie. It's called they're called I think something like the Pinball Buddhas or something. They're really, really cool band. They're up there around Blue Unicorn. But they have one, and it's called Angie. But they're very, very, very hard to get a hold of. Very hard to get a hold of. And, yeah. And the wood is like really, really like hard. Like you said, it's probably a rare wood. And like I said, a lot of soldiers brought these in from World War II. Hang on, let me move my Dino glass. Oh yeah, she's staying with me. Yeah, that I love that statue so much. Here's my Dino glass. It's kind of hard to tell Dino anymore. You see that? What is it? Dino from the Flintstones vitamins, and says something about Flintstone vitamins are good to chew. It says Flintstones vitamins are multi-brand, genuine, and are good to chew. Dino. And Dino is the Dark Lord Dino. Yabba dabba doo. Yabba dabba doo. Yeah. But no, I just thought that was a weird statue to be freaking, and I just never seen anything like that. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that is freaking crazy. And I would take that, yeah, Dan, one time I ate a whole jar of Flintstone vitamins, and they called it the poison control when I was a kid. And the poison control was like, back in the 70s, they were like, yeah, you're about the, 30th call we got today about eating a jar full of Flintstone vitamins. Your kid's going to shit like a, striped ape for a little while. And, hey, watch your shit better. Do better. Hey, Mr. Smith. I'm showing the people, like, the statue I got today. Like I said, look at this. Look at that. And I just, dude, it's so freaking crazy. It's so crazy. And like you said, it's probably two midwives, which it's focusing on them, saying that they're like goddesses of like nature and stuff. So, And I'm having to praise. I hope that Sotheby's will appraise it for me without having to go to a third party. I would like to do that. That would be great. I would, like I said, but I don't know. I need to for Antiques Roadshow to come through the town. Is that coming through here anytime? Antiques Roadshow. You know it'd be cool if somebody was online. Maybe someone's online. I could go in there and they'd be like, "Hey, we appraise stuff online." That would be cool. I should look that up. Maybe there's a YouTuber that appraises stuff. That would be cray. What up? Um, yeah, it could be, and it could be Asian. And I will tell you that I have had some of the Buddhas come over as as Asian and Indian. There's quite a few different Buddhas. Now we were talking about stuff that you put in your window and stuff. Hey, you want to put one of these? Now you want to talk about classy? That what is uh, that is class. That is classy. Look at that. I even got a bigger one. I got a bigger one. JW has one of these. I mean, you gotta have these. You know, it's just yeah, the leg lamp. You put your eye out. You put your eye out. But yeah, yeah. Uh, and and here's another thing. Uh, now this is from like back in my day when I was a kid, and they had when I was a kid they had in the bars every bar had this, okay, and it was really crazy, and my aunt owned a bar when I was very young, and a pretty popular bar. So I actually got to go into the bar every now and then, and these glasses right here were very prominent. I don't know if anybody's ever seen one of these, but this thing weighs about 2 or 3 pounds. It says Coors on it, right? Coors. And this glass is so freaking thick and heavy. But all the bars had these in there, and they would frost them instead of like, that would keep your beer cold, right? Cooters, yeah, cooters, and then I think this is getting really outdated. I have a couple of Playboy stirs. You gotta have your Playboy stirs, and see that Playboy stirs in my '70s mug, and I got those. Got a couple of '70s mugs out there. I mean, what are you doing? What are you do? What are you doing? You got to have your '70s mugs. Uh, and and you're like, why? Why are you doing this, Povart? Why are you doing? And I just gonna come on for a minute and show you like the statues. Urban, I was just gonna show the statues. It's gonna be fine. Um, but I just don't know. I don't know how much that's gonna be. It wasn't a good week out there for buying some more stuff to roll over. You know, I mean that's a niche thing, but I think I could be wrong. Um, I think I mean don't do that. Don't do that either. Oh my god, it's gonna be okay. No, it's not. Okay. Uh, it's gonna be. Oh yeah. Justine, you were on today. We missed all the shows today because me and Sunshine was hanging out with our grandkids, and It was really a good day. Uh, we went and ate at like CC's Pizza, and that was not. And here's the thing: kids love CC's Pizza. I could do without CC's Pizza. It's just, but hey man, it's not about me. And yeah, Pokey, we went and hung. I went out and hung out with Mini Pole Vault today, and me and him. Um, so Mini Pole Vault, he can be kind of serious sometimes, and I told him. So I took him and put him in my truck, and I just took off, and we were driving, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Hey man, dude, I'm freaking lost." And I was kind of lost, okay? And I'm like, "I'm lost, dude." And Minnie Povalt was like, "Oh my God, Peepaw, that makes me really sad. We're not going to be able to get back home. And here's the thing, I'm too young to work." I'm like, it's okay, mini me, it's okay, it's okay. And he's like, no, 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 I'm too young to get a job. And I'm like, it's okay, mini me, I got a job. He's like, you can't even find your way back to the house. How in the heck are you gonna find your way to work? I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, I don't know, but we're gonna have to live. We're gonna have to live one day at a time. Let's start right now. And I pulled into the ice cream store and got him an ice cream. And he's like, I don't believe you. Oh man, I got 2 scoops of ice cream today for me and Mini Me. And I'm just gonna be out there. 1 scoop for him, 1 scoop for me. $18. Okay. Okay. $18, Pookie, for a scoop for him and a scoop for me. And I thought to myself, how much could it be? And I'm like, there's no price anywhere, Hubs. There was no price anywhere in the store on how much the ice cream cost. I got a strawberry, he got a lemon, and I'm thinking, I'm good. I'm good. We're already got the ice cream in our mouth. Yum, 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 yum. And she's like, that'll be 18 something. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me, man. I tried not to look like a freak. I was with Mini Pole Vault and stuff. Yeah, and this was the thing. I asked it for ice cream around me, and it sent me to this place, and it was called the Marble Creamery. It's not like a national chain or something. It's some bunny foo-foo shit, right? And I was so pissed off because we got it, and no sooner than we left, we got out on the street, and once again I was lost. So I went, as soon as I got out on the street, we went by Brahms. And so me and Mini Me were not doing so good on the first day. But then I went with the other Mini Me after we made it back home. No, just so you know, me and Mini Me made it back to his parents' house, and they were like, please. I don't even want to say what they said, but they were pretty much saying that I was old and I shouldn't take off with the kids because I was senile. I was like, what? How dare you? How dare you? They're like, no, we talked about it afterwards, and we agreed. You're not so senile that you would totally get lost. And I was like, yeah, I wasn't lost. Anyways, then we went. Then I went and bought them for Halloween. I went and bought them a ghost for their front yard, an inflatable ghost. They already had an inflatable spider eating a mummy, and a bunch of pumpkins with a cat on top. And I was like, okay. No. I wrote it out, Pokey. We stayed there. we stayed there a long time today, and we did lots of crazy fun stuff. We did lots of crazy fun stuff because I had a whole bunch of stuff in from the state sales in the truck for the kids to just rampage, and they just grabbed crazy stuff, and it's really crazy because kids, you think you're like, hey, look, I got this toy and I got these shoes for you, and they're like, what's this? Is this a microphone? Hey, what's this? And all the stuff you didn't get for them, they're pulling out and like, I like this. You're like, oh my god, okay. Um, yeah, we had a good day. We had a good day. I don't think anything happened bad. And if you go look in our shorts, look in my shorts. Woo! No, and me and Sunshine Shorts, we finished the day off um, eating at a place down here by our house. It's on the lake. It was called Primo's, and we were sitting on the dock of the lake, and it's got these party lights, and you get to sit over the lake, and the moon was raising up over the horizon like the sun, and the moon was big and orange tonight, huge and orange, even though the moon doesn't get any bigger or smaller. It just looked really big. And so we got to eat me and Sunshine got to eat our dinner sitting on the lake under moonlight, which was really cool. Uh, yeah, I mean, see the gelato is pretty amazing. Not freaking, freaking $8.50 a freaking scoop amazing. What the hell? What the hell? I don't know. I don't know. They were saying it was made with real cream. I'm like, listen. I tell you what. I felt like I'd been slapped in the face when she hit me with that bill. I was like, oh my god. Let me tell you, the ice cream cost as much as the inflatable ghost. Woo, inflatable ghost, inflatable. Gelato is good though. And Deep Burrito's not here, so I can say this. One of the best places to get gelato in California, out there in LA, is a place called Pinocchio's. Now, I'm sure Deep Burrito would have something to say about that, but I am saying it's one of the best Italian places around, and they got real Italian ice cream gelato, and it's freaking awesome. What is it? The painters would flock there to paint under the sun. Gelato? uh, I, I'm trying to think. Now, when I was out in, I mean, I was and I don't know. I worked so hard when I was in Mr. Smith's neck of the woods. I worked so hard, and that I was actually. It seemed like I was intoxicated. We were working. It was a FIFA event, and I remember it was really weird because this is the weird thing. Okay. So I found out that I was like 99% British, okay, through my genealogy. And I'd been around the world, but I'd never been to England. And it was really, really crazy. When I went to England, it was really, really weird for me because it was like, wow, there's a lot of people here that look like my grandparents, and they're eating like some of the same food that my grandmother cooked, that I didn't see around the rest of the world. And like I would say stuff like, I like bread pudding, and a lot of people here would be like, what the hell's bread pudding? I'd be like, what the hell? And we ate some heavy food. And I wished I could remember where I was. fuck. I was at this port there in England, and I was sleep deprived, and freaking like this whale came up. See, and when I tell this, even when I told the crew that was there with me, I'm there with like 15 guys. See, and Mr. Smith's like, what? There's like a whale. I'm not kidding you. A whale came up into the port in England, and it was like, and this place was like a Denny's. I need to go find it on a map. Hey, Mr. Smith, there's a big anchor. I don't know. There's a big anchor there, and I know we're around where the Beatles were. That was where the event they were having the event in like Liverpool and stuff. But there was a big anchor there. Oh. Here's the thing, Mr. Smith. The place I was at, it has this chain coming up out of the ground. This chain, and you had to have seen this before. It's a chain, and way up in the air, it's holding an anchor. The anchor is up in the air, suspended in the air by the chain, which is like really weird because you feel like it's going to like fall on you. Gatwick, is that like a sports drink or something? Oh, hey, wow. What the hell? It's okay. Anchor. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Many vibes, that's what it looked like. It looked like the anchor was in the sky and the chain was going down into the ground. Can you picture, folks, Googling anchor on a chain in the air? It's in Liverpool, the Queen's Dock, but where you were talking about is Wellsies and the bottom. See, but Mr. Smith, I swear I may have had like maybe 1-2 drinks, and I'm sitting out and the reason why I'm sitting outside, and you're like, why are you outside looking at the whales when the rest of your crew is not there with you? Why weren't they with you? Okay, I was with a crew of guys that weren't smoking cigarettes, and I was smoking cigarettes back then, and I would go outside because we'd had to catch an Uber to wherever we were going. So, but when we got through eating, I would go outside before they called an Uber to smoke a cigarette. And I was sitting outside on the pier or the dock, and it was like we would call it like a Denny's or something here, but I don't know what the fuck they were calling it there. And I'm sitting there smoking it, and this fucking big fucking white thing swimming around in the water, and I'm just like, I'm not really seeing this. And it freaking comes right up to me, and I'm so tired, and I just want to go home. And I get right close to it, and it goes and blows water up all over up in the air and on top of me and shit. And then it just fucking rolls back and looks at me like, hey, take that, motherfucker. Yeah, like a beluga. Yeah, that's what it looked like, Costa. And then the guys come out, and I'm like, dude, there's a freaking whale in the water. And they're like, dude, there's no whales around here. And I'm like, do y'all see the wake in the water? And you could see where the son of a bitch was swimming around and just making a big like hump in the water. And they're like, dude, that's the wind. I'm like, I hate y'all. God. And this will tell you how long ago that was, though. Camera, being able to whip out your phone. I had a Nokia, okay? There was no, like, taking video. See, there's, I don't, listen, Mr. Smith, it's the ocean. You sound just like the guys I was with. It's the ocean. The whales can be anywhere they want to be. I'm telling you, it was a whale. Oh my God. I'm telling you, I saw a freaking whale. It was too big to be a porpoise. It was a whale. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. It's not the. It was the first time I seen a whale in the wild, but it wasn't the last time I seen a whale in the wild. Whales and whales. I seen a whale out at. It's out next to Manhattan Beach. Um, what is the porpoise? I don't know. It's the meaning of life and stuff. The earth is anchored to the sky. Whales exist. Yes, where the whales exist is where the sky is anchored. Uh, no, no, no. A whale. A whale. A swimming whale. Oh my God. I gotta get this in here. You gotta get over here. Get over here. Get over here. There you go. So, because that's not a vulgar sight. There you go. That's what it's about. And I just there's still no whales there either. Nah, God damn it! I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And I don't know how many people are like, I've been here for all my life and I haven't seen a whale. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. Give a fuck. It was a whale. It was a whale. And Redondo Beach in California. Redondo Beach. I was out there fishing on the pier, and a freaking big whale. Not no fucking beluga. A big fucking whale. Freaking not even a killer whale. I'm talking about a big motherfucking whale came across and scrubbed up against Redondo Beach. They came up and scrubbed against the front of the freaking pier, and everybody's like, and it was like, and hey, dude, I felt like a flea. I saw it. I saw it go by and hitting the pier, and I'm fishing. Hey, and it was snapping. We were catching these little tunas, mackerels. We were catching these mackerels, and our lines just went snap, snap, like hey, just like you like your fishing pole just went into a freaking bus. I mean, the drag didn't even go. It's like snap, 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 snap. Everybody, you see people's like rods all flying in the water and everything, and he just went. And dude, he was so big. He was so big. And I went fishing out in the ocean one time. I hooked into a thresher. Oh God, that was bad. But you know what? You know what? If you go out in the ocean, and I don't know if this is in every ocean, but if you go in oceans like off of out there in Cali, off of I think we were in Long Beach at this time. We went off of Long Beach on a fishing expedition thing. And you know what, dude? There's like bunches of glowing. You swam with the dolphins in Australia. Wow, Costa, that's cool. Monkey Mia. That is cool. Yeah, but I don't look. Here's the thing. That's not the Loch Ness monster. I don't. That's the thing, Mr. Smith. I didn't want to see a whale. It wasn't my day to go out to go see a whale. I didn't want to see everybody's been telling me. Everybody's like, there's no whales there. And I'm like, I saw a whale. I saw a whale. And it's the ocean. I mean, what is it like? Like they can't tell them where they're going. Oh, you know what? Many vibes. A bunch of people do not like seals. Oh man. I've seen very little sharks out at Redondo Beach, but I did see a whale. Okay, But I will tell you what happened to me out there, Edward, at Redondo Beach, and I still have the hole in my hand. Uh, it's really crazy. Can I get this? I knew better than to do that. Um, let's see. There's a little hole in my hand right there. Okay, and I caught my yeah, wake up, David. It's gonna be okay. The thing is I'm like, if I could just, my boss was like, hey, you know what? You're catching all those mackerels, and you can catch mackerels. So Edward, you must be out there toward Redondo Beach. Listen here. This is just for my friends, okay? This is just for my friends. Do you want to catch as many freaking fish as you could ever freaking want at Redondo Beach? I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I give you my word. If you go to Redondo Beach, and people were all really wanting to know, what was the guy from Texas doing and catching so many freaking little tuna, little freaking mackerel? Why? How was I catching so many mackerel? Okay? I'm going to tell you. And this is just between me and the Povok clan here. Do you know what mackerel eat? Mackerel eat mackerel, okay? And don't share this with anybody unless you're going fishing for mackerel. But there's this little thing that they sell right out on the pier, and it looks like it has these little flies all down it, okay? And Povok, this is a Povok fishing secret, okay? I'm going to tell y'all. You put a little weight on the end, and it has all these little bitty hooks, like 6 hooks with little flies on them. Flies are just little tiny hooks that look like they have, wings. And so the whatever thinks it's they think it's a bug in the water, and they eat it. And this is what you catch bait fish with, right? So you can use for bait. But I would catch a mackerel, and with the first mackerel, you cut it into little bitty tiny pieces, and the mackerel has a shiny rainbow side on it. You take it and hook it, the little piece on every hook, dip it in the water. You're going to come up with 3 or 4 mackerel at a time. I'm talking about you will catch so many freaking fish. And so, listen, give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish, feed him forever. Just fed y'all forever. So y'all listen to that. Y'all think about that. If you get around the beach, Zach, mackerel eat mackerel, use the fly stringer, and you will catch as many. Everybody on that pier away. And don't tell them what you're doing. And here's another secret. They'll be setting up like, they will set up like 3 or 4 poles and not get a bite. And they only got 1 hook on each pole. And the thing is when they do get a bite, their pole goes like this. Okay, by the time they get to it, it's gone. Now you get 4 of them going, and it's like, take 1 and put the hooks on, and then hold it in your hand. Okay, this was a Texan thing. They were not doing this. I put my finger through the string on the line, so when they would bite on the little thing, I would feel it. It wouldn't even make my pole go ding ding ding. I would feel it going, just pulling the string, going pull pull pull, and that was its way. Because I was out in California, so I was stoned as hell. So I didn't even have to watch my pole. I just put it in my hand, and when I would feel the string pull, bing, 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 pull up, boom. So what? Pokey. Here's the thing. I can't. I don't know how to catch pizza in the wild. I think uh, Pokey would eat pizza. Pokey would eat pizza in the wild. Let's see. How could we feed? How could I teach Pookie how to um listen? I don't. People are all into eating berries, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't trust berries. You berries can make you sick, and I don't know. I don't know what is Pookie gonna eat in the wild. Uh, uh, mm, what? The world could handle more than one adult pole vault? I got news for y'all. I got news for y'all. There's like 12 of them coming y'all's way. Like 12 pole vaults coming y'all's way. What? What in the hell are you going to eat, Pokey? Someone needs to breed pizza tree. We do need a pizza tree. Well, I don't know if I'd eat a pizza tree made by Monsanto. Oh, shit. I'm not really good friends with them. I'm not a big, gigantic Earth Day kind of person, but Monsanto really pisses me off.
Don't count on it.
Well, the thing just said, "Don't count on it. Don't count on it." Uh, I don't know, man. Now I'm going really far and stuff. Hey, did y'all hear that? Two people in Texas won the lottery. I think. Is it sunshine? She will never answer me for sure. Um, but it was really great, really great, really great. Uh, oh my God, Pookie. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I got some magic stuff today. Gonna be working on some magic. Remember? No, 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 no. No. I just seen her. I just seen her. Like I said, she is very happy with me right now. She is very happy with me right now. We spent a whole day with the grandkids, and then we went out to a very, very nice place to eat, and she was happy about that. Um, I wasn't eat very good because I was like there. Fucking forgot I was wearing my hat. Like stupid with my hat. Stupid hat. Battlefield 6 is coming out. Can y'all see that? Battlefield 6. Does it say Battlefield 6? Y'all can't see it. See? Battlefield. Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6. There you go. We did the Battlefield 6 reveals, something other, something. It was pretty cool. I just, I can't do shooter games anymore. But, I probably should get over here. Because I was like, doing stuff. I slept all day. Has anybody ever slept for a day? My mustache keeps on wanting to come out. I slept for a whole day. Pokey. Uh, you know what happened? I ate some pizza, and I sent Pokey a picture of the pizza, and then I came home, and this pizza's so badass that you can only eat like 2 or 3 pieces of this pizza, and it just puts you like down. And I woke up in the middle of the night, turned to Sunshine, and said, "Hey, what time is it?" She said, "It's like 12." I was like, "Is G-May on?" And she's like, "Dom's on G-May right now." And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get up." She said, "I set up," and I said, "Hang on," and then I like laid back down in the bed, woke up. It was kind of rainy outside this morning, so I was like, hey, like, what time is it? And she's like, hey, it's like another day. So I slept from like 6 o'clock at night until 8 o'clock in the morning. Uh, yeah, I'm going to buy a Powerball ticket. Well, we don't usually buy Powerball tickets, and that's for sure. Uh, oh, you want to know? The flute thing remind me of something. Uh, uh, my belt buckle's digging into me. Oh, yeah, do it, do it. Ah. Okay. Um, so I'll tell y'all about a deal I did. I sold a clarinet. I said, hey, I'm selling this clarinet for $40. And this girl called me and said, hey, clarinets are really, really, really expensive to get fixed. And that one looks like it needs new pads, and it's going to be like $400 to get it fixed. She's like, will you do $20 on the clarinet? And I'm cleaning out the studio, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll do $20 on the clarinet. And y'all are gonna, I don't even care what y'all think about this. I did it, and I own up to the shit I do. But she comes up to me, and she's like, you know what? I'm with the church, and I offered you $20 for this clarinet, and I'm sorry. God told me that wasn't right, and here's your $40. And I was like, you know what? What are you doing with this? And she's like, it's for the church, and we got a guy that's with our church that repads the flutes and stuff for the church. And I said, hold on a second. And I went back into my work, and I got her two Sunshine's broken down flutes. Now let me tell you something. To get a flute repadded is just whew. And I think Sunshine has 3 really badass flutes, and the 2 flutes that I gave her were student flutes, and they weren't sterling silver or anything like hers. So I went out and said, he repad stuff, right? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, so do you want these flutes? And she's like, I can't afford these flutes. I said, that's why I'm giving them to you. And I gave her the 2 flutes, and and then I just thought it would be like, cool. There's Deep Burrito. Is it Deep Burrito in here? I don't see Deep Burrito. There's Deep Burrito. I was just, what the fuck? Deep Burrito, I was just telling people, Mr. Smith was saying that gelato is really good. Okay? And where I said the gelato was good. And you're going to be like, no freaking way. No freaking way. But Deep Burrito, Pinocchio's has some badass gelato. Now you're going to be like, Pinocchio sucks. Pinocchio's, you got pizza. You can't go to an Italian place and get pizza. What the hell? That's not way. You test a Italian place by their lasagna. You can, what? Why? Why? What? Oh. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Zach. You know, you, I'm gonna tell you right now. Anything that has Steinberg wrote on it, I'll tell you, it's $100 bill. If it says Steinberg on it, and it's $100 bill, just do it all day long. God, the fucking guitars. You know who plays on a Steinberg, don't you? What? Not, are you saying Naples, Florida, or Italy, or something? Or are you saying like Napoli's? Because Napoli sucks. Oh, God. I mean, I'm hoping you're saying Naples, because there's a place out there. There's a place out there, and there's a place out there in Cali called Napoli's, and I'm gonna tell you what. If there's someone in over 20 years old working in that place, I'll kiss your ass, because there's a bunch of young high school kids that don't give one fuck, and I am wondering what the hell. One of them worked for me, and I'm gonna tell you, I wonder what the hell's in that food. I'm not eating there. I'm not eating there. I'm sorry. That happened. That happened. That happened. Get the gelato. Um. Well, and the thing was, Edward, is I'd agreed to do it for $20, and I wanted $75 for the flutes, but I'm just ready to get rid of them. And this girl was super nice. I thought, oh my God, what a freaking super honest thing to do. To like be like, I asked you to come down on something, but I couldn't with a good heart do it. And yeah, Pinocchio's. Pinocchio's is the best. Pinocchio's is the best. No, no, Napoli is Naples. No, 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 no. No, it's gonna go. The same thing, Justin. Justine, same thing. It's a no. What? No, no. I'm just telling you. I mean, I'm telling you, man. The gelato at, I should get sponsored by Pinocchio's. I don't even freaking go out there anymore. But I'm gonna tell you right now, their gelato is freaking awesome. It's right there with their their lasagna, man. But there's one place in L.A. It's really expensive. I think it's B&O or CNC or something. And they make I would say their lasagna is like a 6, but it's supposed to be one of the, if you look up the most like foo nicest Italian places out in LA. But what they're really famous for, Deep, is their pineapples. They make frozen pineapples, and they scoop out all the inside of the frozen pineapple, and then they make it into a frosty, and then they stick it back into the pineapple, and you eat it. You eat the frosty pineapple out of the pineapple. No, no, I just, um, I didn't spend a lot of time in Italy, so I'm not going to comment on what the food tastes like in Italy. We'll just say I wasn't like in regular Italy. I was in like Rome. I was right around, the freaking Vatican and stuff. Um, get the look, look. I'll show you a little bit of this. Okay, y'all see this? How about this for a cigar box thing? How do you open this? How do you open this? My son sent me this from a place. No, I think it was in Afghanistan or something. But you see this? What's cool about this is you see the hinge, so you know that it's got a door. This is for cigar box, but shouldn't be showing y'all my secrets or something. Look at this. That goes over for it to open. But we're not going to show you what's inside. Yeah, it's got stuff inside of it or something. But That slides over. That's what opens it. Open. Isn't that cool? So it has a secret opening compartment on it. And he was like, "Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. I sent you this. My son just bought his first house. That's cool. It's. I'm gonna tell you, it's so hard to buy a house. Justine. Justine will tell you. Hey, it's hard to buy a house. It's hard to buy a freaking house. It's hard to buy a freaking house. Um, it's just so hard to find one and stuff. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I was saying about this today. I was saying, you know what? This thing, weird gloves. I probably do got some weird gloves in here, but I got weird shit hanging on the wall. I just looked behind me. This thing right here is pretty fucking weird. Um, it's like the the god of music or something and something, and but it was really cool sitting outside. I wished y'all could check this out. Um, so me and Sunshine live on a big lake here, right next to a big lake, anyhow. And to sit down there, let's see, I know how to do this. Um, let's see, boop 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 boop. Doing this. Um, mm-hmm. And um, I'll just show y'all this real quick, so y'all know what I'm talking about. Um, so me and Sunshine, after we got through hanging out with the kids all day, uh, we went. No, 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 no. I'm glad that one didn't play. Um, hey, hey, no, 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 don't play. No, don't play. Oh God. Trying not to get a big copyright strike here because I put crazy stuff on there. But that's where see that right there is the moon, and that's the lake that we sat on tonight eating our dinner, and that's the lake that we live next to. Yep, and we were eating chips and salsa. Um, let's see. Uh, let's see. I gotta really make sure this one doesn't play because it has Hotel California for the background. There we go. We were eating chips and salsa. And there's some sweet tea, and we were sitting out there. We got some other stuff when our dinner got there. We This is a Mexican food restaurant, and we didn't really buy. We didn't buy any like Mexican food here, which was the first time we ever went to this Mexican food restaurant and bought like American food. The guy looked at us and was like, "Are y'all crazy?" Because we had chicken wings and chicken strips. Hey, Robbie. Uh, but they also took down the pier because we used to come out here to this place right here, and me and Sunshine would pull in our boat and eat here. And I'm gonna tell y'all what, that used to be like really really crazy cool. When we'd pull into the boat down here and get out and go in the restaurant and then come back out and get back in and like you know drive around the lake all like drunk and stuff. And I guess maybe not. You can do that. I don't know if you can do that now. I don't think you can do it. I don't know. Like I did that, but it's fine. It's fine. Um, I didn't mean to stay on here for this long for sure. Uh, but everybody's just hanging out, and I was just like, okay, it's having a good time. And it's like, uh, I'm thinking. I I don't know. I'm going to get like Sotheby's to appraise the statue. The only reason why I'm going to do that is because I want, I may put this up um, for somewhere between $250 and $300. Okay, but I want to make sure that it's not something that's worth like 15,000. And if they tell me it's worth, if they tell me like, hey, pole vault, those are made at a trinket shop, and they sell them for $25 a piece, I'm just keeping it. But I mean, it is a little rough. Once again, this is a little rough. But I'm telling you, that is old as hell. And and once again, the lady told me it was from a temple. I don't know, don't know, don't know. Boxing glove. Oh, the boxing gloves? Oh, y'all want to see the boxing gloves? Uh, Now, I don't know anything about those. Uh, I really don't know about these. So, these, um, I got these. So we go to estate sales all the time, okay? And Papua was bought this way. At the end of the estate sale, they go, every $5 bags, okay? And they give you a bag. And everything you can shove into the bag is $5. The whole bag is $5. So, uh, I did not set out to buy these. Um, and I don't know much about them, but they must be for kids. Uh, they were hanging up out in the garage. They had some paint on them, but I didn't. I didn't care. I just threw them in the bag, and I'm thinking these are really, really, really old. I don't know if something like this is worth any money or anything. Looks like lobster claws. Rock lobster. Rock lobster. Dee 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 dee. Rock lobster. Rock lobster. But yeah, now I gotta hang those back up. Thanks, mini vibes. Now I gotta hang those up. I'm gonna just have a mess in here. I got this. So this artist did this, and then she was like, "This is one of mine," and whatever. I don't know. This is a little weird. And what's weird is, stop it, you. What's weird? Oh God. What's weird is there's dead people laying all over the ground of the fairground there. Let's see if I can get it in here. Uh, that's a little weird, you know. Um, see, right over here, there's a guy laying there, and he's like bloodied, and he's got a drink laying out. And there's just like zombies walking around, and it said something about this being from Area 51. I don't even know why it would say that. I don't know what's going on. What's going on? It's from Area 51 or something, and it's autographed and stuff. I don't know what the hell. So I don't even know what that's about. I mean, look at the guy's head. I mean, y'all can see that. Every time I get it, see that? What the hell's going on there? What the hell's going on there? An alien carnival. Well, it said something like there's more than what's going on at the carnival, you know, and that, and and you got. I got so much crazy stuff in here. It's gonna be okay. And look, and I don't know what this is supposed to be about. Albums. I had an album I put up the other day while I was singing. You used to be so lonely, but you're rolling stone. You know, beep 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 beep. Beep. There's my Gary Rafferty album. You know, used to be so lonely, but you're. It has Baker Street on it. Baker Street is on this album. That song came on this album. See? Number 2, Baker Street. This is something that's not known by everyone. So, for whatever you can think about uh, Rafferty, though, Mr. Smith, you Caldwell put his roof on, and you Caldwell said he was an asshole. Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm telling you, Birdfinger knows the story. You Caldwell worked on his and I want to tell y'all, the '70s was a little bit different time and place. I want y'all to think about this. Think about this being a deal now, okay? So in the '70s, if you had a friend that was getting fucked around a lot, guess what you did? Guess what you did? You sent them one of these. Can you believe that? And this is called a boneless chuck. Okay? And you would send this to your friend to tell him to grow a spine. Can you imagine that? Hey, friend, you're going through a lot of shit right now. You're crying about shit. Grow a spine. Here's you a boneless chuck. Can you imagine doing that now? Could you imagine doing that now? Look at that. Y'all can look it up. Look up a boneless chuck. And when you had a friend that didn't have a spine, I need a dozen to. I need a dozen to send. Boneless chuck. Look at that. And it was a way of telling your friend, and it was supposed to be for your good friend to grow a spine because they were being a boneless chuck. But now I just do it like this, and I'm like a naked guy gets what a boneless chuck is anymore. And like I said, it wouldn't go over very well. You know, it's not, I really don't see when that was ever a good idea. You know, like, oh, my friend is having troubles. Hey, friend's having troubles. Well, hey, here, this'll make it better. You're a boneless chuck. What the fuck? You know, why are you doing this to me, man? I thought we were friends. We are friends. That's why I sent you a boneless chuck. No, stop it, man. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And this was really weird. I pulled this down. I'll never get this back up there. Like I said, that dollar bill right there was signed by Dimebag Darrell. I would say less than a month before he went to Ohio. And if you see what he signed it not Dimebag, but Diamond. Okay? And to me that's just really, really really, 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 really special. Okay? If you can read it at all. Because me and him were fucking wasted as fuck when he did that. But, it's that before anyone called him Dimebag, they called him Diamond Daryl, which was just so fucking cool, to have that. And, and once again, I've said this many a time. Um, people, people, people here in Dallas, everywhere but Dallas, people be like, "Oh my God, you met Dimebag Daryl? Oh my God, you drank with Dimebag Daryl?" You come to Dallas and everybody's like, "What? Who didn't? What's wrong with you? You didn't drink with Dimebag Daryl?" Because Dimebag, he partied all over Dallas and was such a cool dude. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of there's like a lot of rock stars that would not just party. And you know what? I think that was I hate to say this, but that's part of what got them in the end is being trusting of the fans, trusting the because he didn't see people as fans. He didn't see people as fans. He seen people as like people, and like I mean, we went out to we were out the lake one time, and I was like, I didn't talk to him this time, but he was I was like, I seen my cousin, and he was out playing volleyball, and I pulled up and I was like, "Hey, dude." I was out there to meet him for some reasons, and and I was like, "Hey, dude, is that Dimebag you're over there playing volleyball with?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, the motherfuckers are cheating. They're so drunk, they're cheating." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, just you got the weed?" I know I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Look at that. Did you see that? I winked. Valerie Bott said I couldn't wink. This is a blink. Just know that means pole vault's in trouble when I blink. Trouble. This means we are up to some sly shit. Or, yeah, know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, mini vides? You know what I That's the wink, okay? That means good things are coming this way. Now, some people that I know are like, that doesn't mean good things are coming this way. That means pole vault's fixing to get us all in trouble. That's not what that means. God, just a couple of times. Just a couple of times. Just a couple of times. Wow. I have flashbacks of some shit, man. Wow. For some reason, I was just sitting there thinking about it. And I had a friend, I'm not going to mention his name. God, he was such an attention whore. And we went out to where these devil worshippers were going to be. And I don't know. This may be a thing that only happened in the South back in the 80s. But, like, okay, so these people would go into the woods, right? And let me put this back up here so we can. I don't want this to be down. Yeah, I don't want this to be down. Yeah. So these people would go out in the woods, right? And they would dress all in red and shit and be all spooky and stuff. And I done told y'all I came from a crazy, crazy, like, Illuminati town that was built on crazy stuff. Anyhow, so they would go out in the country. Well, we own the country, okay? We own the country. I just want y'all to think about that right now. When you think, was Pova as a kid, was he going fucking with shit? We owned the land. All of our families owned the land. Where people were coming from all around the world to do these rituals on private property. Okay? And it would freak people out that they would find like these rituals gone on their land or whatever. And which was crazy because like the people out there shoot your ass, all right? And this was 70s. And yeah, so they're doing this kind of stuff. And we would drive out there, and for some reason we would drive out and see, and we would drive around out in the country and see, and you'd see like a fire going. Then we'd pull up to it, and they would like chase us away, and it was like a game. What the fuck? You know, I don't know what the hell. Where the hell I was going with that, but yeah, man, that shit used to freak me out. I don't even know why we would do that. I got sidetracked. Oh yeah, I was having a flashback of something. Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot now. I'm not even high or nothing. That's bad. Oh my God, I'm getting old. Oh my God, what was it? What was it? Oh, oh, I don't know. Now I do remember one time we did go down, and this was years ago. I'd never do anything like this now. And we had a lot of grass. And we went into the woods and we sat down at a park table. And I'm like sitting there and I'm like, hey, we're dividing it up because we bought some, and then we were dividing it up against the people who bought it, and we're at the park table. And we hear something walking down the freaking fence road next to us, and it's like, and I knew it wasn't, and I was like, hey, man. I was like really blown out of my mind. I was like, hey, you hear that? There's some raccoons over there, man. And my friend David, he was like, I have a lot of friends named David, so I can mention. And he was like, no, dude, hey, that's not raccoons. That's way too big to be raccoons. And another guy that's not my friend anymore said, hey, dude, just chill out. Let's cut this down and get our grass and get the hell out of here. But just for the sake of our argument, it's probably coyotes because it's way too big to be that. And then my cousin, he said, hey, dude. No, dude, that's way big. That's cows going down the fence line over there. And about that time, we took a flashlight and shined it over at the fence. And no shit. Now, I don't know who it was, but there was guys in robes, probably 15 of them. This is back in the early 80s, like 15 of them going down the fence next to us. And we lost our damn mind. It was all I could do to bunch up the grass and run and get into my buddy's car. And when we went to go get in our buddy's car, a freaking car pulls in behind us and where we can't get out of the parking space. Okay? Now, when that happens, we're like, oh my God. And he's smoking the tires, but he's power braking it to like scare them that he's going to hit their car anyways. And he was going to hit their car. A freaking cop comes in, puts on his freaking top lights, but not his siren, just his lights. And the car pulls out from behind us. And David guns it. And we go back home. So, I don't know. Y'all make up your whatever you want to be, but that's what happened. It cut, it could have been, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the hell is going on out there. Why in the hell? Why in the hell are they out in the middle of, because you'd be thinking to yourself, well, pole vault, what the fuck are you doing out there? Well, it was a state park. It was a state park, and we all knew where it was. And we were like, okay, hey, we'll go out there. Nobody in their right mind would be out there. But apparently, there was a lot of out there, and we were just like four of them. But I'm gonna tell you, the Davidians. Now the Davidians. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. They were a whole nother. They're still out there. Birdfinger. The Davidians are still going. So And I'm gonna tell you, we watched the David Koresh out here, and I'm gonna tell you, like we were like, uh, it was really weird. It was really weird because we were out here like, it was really weird because we were out here like rooting him on for a while because we're like, you know what, why'd y'all go fucking with that guy? But whatever. And then when they said he blew himself up, they put tear gas in the building and then hit it with a tank. And then he did that. No, he didn't do that. And a bunch of us were like, scared me at the end. Gonna get you, Odds. Gonna get you, Odds. Well, and Robbie, and you tell me, Robbie. Robbie is as old as me, and Robbie, you probably know the same thing. If you're from out in the country and you're out there in Oklahoma, in this back in this like early '80s, late '70s, there was crazy shit going on. And it wasn't really like the locals that was doing it. It was like really crazy shit going on. They were, what they doing? What they doing? And then Iron Maiden came out, and I was like, I know what y'all are doing. Bruce Dickinson done outed y'all. Yeah, I know what y'all are doing now. Iron Maiden has showed me the way of what y'all are doing. Y'all are making cool concert shirts. That's what y'all are doing. Black Sabbath did warn us. That's a really weird thing. A really weird thing. Do you know that one time a bunch of here, make the vibe darker. Woo. How about, do we need disco lights for this? There, disco lights. One time, a bunch of, what the hell are y'all doing? What are you doing? Yeah. No. I really need to get some cordless my headphones. One time a bunch of Satan worshipers walked up to Ozzy, and he wasn't hip to what the hell was going on. They were like, "Hey, Ozzy, hell, Satan and shit." And they said Ozzy jumped down into the pit and blew out their candles. He was like, "Happy birthday!" You gotta love that shit, right? You gotta love that shit, right? What? Ozzy, no. They're doing something. What? I cannot believe how bad this is caught around this chair. My headphones caught so far around this chair. And this was the thing. What's going on? What? I just coming on to show these this statue of this lady having a baby and stuff that I bought today. Um, um, the girl, uh, yeah. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Oh yeah. I heard that too, Bob, Robbie. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Uh, the Russian rhythmic program. I just no. Okay, okay. You know, I'm going to go my fucking there, there, there. And I've gotten two songs made up. But I don't know when I'm gonna let them out and stuff. And I got one named Fizz, and it's being like all like nice to Sunshine Archer and stuff, and she's gonna like that one, but it's all like it's like all like you know and people be like, oh wow, it's pop up being and it's like yucky, it's one of those like love songs, and I wrote it to Sunshine Archer, and so it's gonna be like, oh, people are gonna be like, oh that's so sweet, oh that's so sweet and stuff, and I'll be like, my street cred, my street cred, wow. And the other one's called Electric Eye, and I'm working on it, and I may or may not put it out. And it's about AI watching us all the time. So just really happy-go-lucky shit there. Um, but that will definitely probably be on the pole vault area, the Electric Eye. I'm gonna put about two or three more songs on this album. Call it a day, and you know, James, what's up, buddy? I seen James on Jade the other day. And freaking, it's always like trippy to be over on Jade's. You never know what the hell's gonna go on. You never, but it seemed to be pretty tame and stuff. And make it okay. Um, you know, um, I mean, James didn't talk about any stories about like, when I was on Jade, I was talking like, I was talking about like I like to watch when I was a kid. I like to watch girls backward skate and then fall on their butt and start crying, because I would imagine that's what they were looking like when they were doing it. And Jade thought that might have been a little bit out of line, but it was okay. It's okay because that's what people be like, oh my god, Cindy just fell on her butt backwards skating, and I would be like, no, 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 let it go, cry, go with it, and they were like, Povok, get the fuck out of my face, I'm going to kill you. I'd be like, it's okay, it's okay, Cindy, just let it go. Can you cry like this? Can you cry and hold your chest and go, oh? And they would be like, I'm gonna tell on you. I said, you're an asshole. I'm not the one who fell on my butt. Uh, you know. Oh wow. Oh, that was an awesome barbecue adjustment. Wow. I wished I. The thing is God, it's so far up there. So far up there. Uh, I never get to do anything fun. Everybody's always like, I went and did this, I went over. I'm in Texas. I don't ever get to do anything fun. Barbecue. Mm. Oh, I bet y'all had a big party. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't want to go to Justine's party anyways. I didn't want to go. I bet the barbecue was yummy. I bet everybody had a lot of fun. I didn't. I wasn't there. I didn't have any barbecue. What? What? Oh my God, James. I'm thinking you're talking about a bowl of Cheerios. What? What? E. Irvin and Scotty Butters was there? Oh God. Oh God. There's Robbie's interview with Charles today. Man. Oh man. I bet y'all had a party. Oh man. Green Lucky Charms. Mm, oh man. Yeah. I bet Scotty would be fun at a barbecue. Oh my God! James, was there anybody there that wasn't smoking? My God, I know, but I can't. Justine, it's like a whole country away. Randy, I was trying to tell him it was a whole country away. There's no way. Oh, oh, hey, I gotta, I gotta blame Chad Freeman for this. That son of a bitch. Oh my God. He made Justine's house so far away. Oh my God. Oh my God. How did he do that? How did Chad Freeman make Justine's house so far away? Hmm. It it's not magic because Chad doesn't know magic. Mm. I bet it was fun. It was Justine's new house too. They were probably partying, and Scotty Butters are playing barbecue. I bet you there was some beer. Should have used magic to get there. Oh, ha ha! You know what? You know what, Birdfinger, Smarty Pants? If I'd have used my magic to have gotten to Justine's house, what if a big emergency would have came up and I needed those magic powers because it takes energy, a lot of energy, to do magic to save the world, and I wouldn't have had the reserves to do magic to save the world. And here's another thing. Here's another thing. And me and Allie Gratia was talking about this the other day. With great magic powers comes great responsibility. I can't go around just doing magic to get to freaking Justine's party. They might take my magic powers away. Oh, oh shit. What did I do? Oh yeah. Oh, I did say some magic power for sunshine. Yeah, and I got to defend the Alamo and stuff. Yeah, right. Hey, check this out. So check this out, y'all. Y'all are gonna love this. Y'all are gonna love this. So I hear Sunshine talking to our daughter, and she's like, "I've got to go wake your dad up. We got to go see the mini pole vaults." And she's like, "He is sleeping big time on the couch." And I was like, and I was pretending to be asleep, and I was like, and she's like, "Pole vault, wake up." I'm like, and I knew I got to get her to touch me. And she's like, Pole vault, wake up. We got to go. You're not even ready. Pole vault, wake up. And as soon as she touched my back, I went, bah! I scared the shit out of her. I scared the shit out of her. There's some magic. There's some magic. Oh, oh. Yeah, you could have picked us up, and then we could have went. It'd have been okay. What? Oh, and guess what I did today? Okay, okay. Valerie Bott actually said she would put me out of the car for this shit. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not responsible. Okay, it's not responsible. When you're on a road trip, you cannot just throw people out of the car on the side of the road. Okay? You can't do that. 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 You can't throw people out of the car. With that being said today, for some reason I was talking about me and you, Caldwell, and the song, I Believe in Magic. I believe in anything your heart desires. Okay? And I'm singing that. And then I go like this. Do 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 do. And I did that for about 15 miles. And I'm going to tell you, you don't think that's hard? You don't think that's hard? And when I stopped, I was like, "Hey, Sunshine." And she was like, "What?" It's just like, I was like, I'm doing voice exercises. I was doing voice exercises. And this is what I was thinking. This is what I was thinking, okay. This is what I was thinking. All right, check this out. So I was like, and I got her on this too. I was like, so what I was trying to do is I was trying to remove my mind from thinking while I'm singing. And because I'm really, really thinking about this, okay? If I could get the words to think about the song I'm singing to where I'm on autopilot, do 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 do. So I'm not thinking about singing anymore. Try to be able to sing without engaging my mind. And she's like, "Why are you trying to do that?" And I'm like, for when I'm on the road and I'm drinking and smoking and doing cocaine. And she's like, "Oh, yeah." And I'm like, "You motherfucker, you're on the road smoking and drinking and doing cocaine?" And she was like, "Why are you doing this to me?" Yeah. So, and you know what? And like I said, the next time you just like sitting around there, Mr. Smith, and you're like, I mean, it is really hard. I made a song the other day, and what was it? Fizz or something. And it was like one of the you'll think it's probably like a bass guitar in the background, but it's me going do 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 do. But another thing was do 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 do. I was putting more into it, but it was more like do do. It was more like do 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 do. Try doing that for 4 minutes. It's a 4-minute song, and you're like, okay, well, that's pretty stupid to do that, but it wasn't. I wasn't singing to sing. It was more being put in as a layered track to be more like a bass. And when you hear it, you'll be like, that's a keyboard or a bass or something. But it's me doing the doo doos. It's me doing doo doo. Uh, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Wait, it's gonna go. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And you know what? You know what? And hey, and you know what? Um, the it's so crazy. Birdfinger said the other day was like, "Hey, you got like 10 lurkers," and like my numbers went down, and I was like, or 10 bots, and and I swear, nearly every one of them motherfuckers freaking talked to me after the show was like, "What the hell?" And one of them was Sunshine Archer. So, I'm going to tell y'all right now, Sunshine Archer is more than likely watching the stream right now. One of those numbers right there is Sunshine Archer watching, scared as shit that, someone's going to figure out she's on here. She's going to be like, no, I don't want to. And let's see. One was JW. One was Sunshine Archer. One was Clay. Jay and Jim. So, and look. They were like, I know how to comment on your videos. I just don't have the time. I'm telling you right now. And did you know? A lot of people feel like scared to get on and stream, and like they get like like butterflies and all this kind of shit to like stream. And I like to say, the people who have shame that don't want to get on and stuff, that are scared of being judged and shit, I can understand that. But here's the thing. Did you know that there's actual people that have anxiety about commenting in the chat? Yep. Like, I'm going to be in chat. Someone's going to find out who I am and chase me down, and just because I said LOL, they're going to be like, that wasn't funny, guy. Take that back. Guilty shame. And you know what? And I don't know if, and there's so many streamers in here. I don't know if y'all ever, like, I get, sometimes I'll get a sinking shame on me, I'll be like, oh my God, I don't even want to go back and watch that show. Should I delete that show? I was talking about, I think the last, see there, Pookie's like, I've had chat anxiety before. And I actually have 5 family members that do that. They're like, I'm afraid what I'm going to say is stupid. I'm like, we're all saying stupid shit. Don't be afraid. Pole Vault's chat is a saying stupid shit friendly place. So don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But, you just, I was, because every now and then I'll make an episode like that TMI where I was talking about the lady coming up and yelling, suck your own dick. I mean, and then I made a song, suck your own dick. I mean, that you can't, look, not every show can be a winner. Okay? Not every show can be a winner. Hope y'all know that. I mean, look at where we're at right now. I'm like, when's your next movie night? You know what, Edward? Um, how about not this week, but next week? I just don't want to have them too often. But I will talk to Sunshine and stuff. Maybe not this week, but next week. How's that? That was so much fun. It was so much fun. You know, that is a back-breaking song there. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's all about, it's all in the back, you know. And I don't know. It's such a, it was a love song, you know. And I just don't, I just really don't want to keep going over that. But you know, and it was weird. And I think the reason why I brought it up, like I said, is it was such a hurtful phrase to, you know, for someone to say to me. And it's you know, if I think if it would have been someone I knew, um, it wouldn't have bothered me at all. But for a stranger to come up and yell that at you, you're like, what did I do to you? I didn't do anything to you. Why are you telling? I don't think you're saying it in a like a good way. I didn't do anything to you. Then I bought her a pizza, beer, and a coffee, and now we're okay. Now we're okay. And I feel better about that. But I didn't do anything to her for her to say that to me. So there, take that. Um, well, and that's the thing. I will tell you, Mr. Smith, I do lurk a lot nowadays. I do lurk a lot nowadays. You know, because uh, I'll get in someone's chat, and I want to just drop in. I want to drop in, hit the like, leave a comment, and and roll because I've been so busy. The This extra work I'm picking up with the Devil's Nipple, and I will tell you this, and I really do mean this, and I have a job that if most people had that job, they wouldn't do anything else. They would just be like, "Fuck, I'm beat. I barely have time for life." But you know, this goes into the reason why I do everything I do. Um, I wanted to leave like a legacy of pole vault behind. Um, when the Great Plague came out, I had a realization of of my mortality and how you know, I probably wasn't in the best of health of ever, and had a lot of grandkids, and I wanted to leave something behind for my grandkids, my great grandkids, and something where they could go back and look. And I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of people will be like, "Well, pole vault, they're gonna see some of the shit you said and did, and they're going to have shame," you know. And I had a grandfather who was very silly, and my family would actually be like, "Oh my God, you're so embarrassing. You're the things you do." And my cousins and my brothers that are watching right now, they know what I'm talking about, and they will be like, "Oh, he was kind of embarrassing and silly. He was silly and embarrassing." Dude, he made so many people laugh, and he was so nice to the whole neighborhood. Okay, this was before the internet. He used to get, and he would go estate selling and garage selling and get bicycles and give bicycles to every kid in town that didn't have a bicycle. And it was a small town. And our kids in our town were bicycled up because of the crazy guy that wore crazy hats and would dance around and act crazy. He basically acted like pole vault. He acted like me. So, you know, I'm sure there's going to be some of my grandkids and great grandkids look back at these videos and be like, "Oh my God, Is there any way we can get that taken off the air or get off the internet? But I think the ones there's going to be a strain of pole vaults that are going to be like, freaking rock on, granddad. I hope that's the case. Bicycle legacy. Hey, and I've given away my share of bicycles. I've done a lot of crazy shit. So, yep. But and here's the thing. Here's the thing. Guess what? This chat right down here, that's gonna be there forever. Y'all think about that. That chat's gonna be there forever, and they're gonna be like, what an intriguing. Robbie's already trying to deny me down here. What? Robbie, I know Robbie Stingle. There you go. Robbie's already trying to throw me into the fire, y'all. Uh, uh, yeah. It's probably the acoustics off of the the skateboards. Get you some skateboard in there. Get you some skateboard. The thing is are they ever going to flush? Are they ever going to flush? The YouTube, because I have some YouTube that just went away back when right around the Justin TV time and all that kind of stuff, and I got some internet. I did some internet first. I will tell you this, without divulging too much information, I was the first person to jump a bicycle live on the internet with fire. And that didn't go so well. There's something to be proud of. That was stupid. Don't do that. Fiery bicycles jump. It was on a weed growing site. And I did a live bicycle jump for no fucking apparent reason. It's because they had the ability to do live video at the time, and it was really crazy that the weed site would be one of the first ones to have the ability to stream live. Canadian weed site at that. Wheat. Wheat. Yeah, I was growing some mean wheat. Yeah. Freaking wheat. Yeah. Freaking, yeah, I hope Ert is doing really good. Freaking, what happened with the bike jump, Edward? Well, I'll tell you what happened to the bike jump. Now, this is something I'm going to tell everybody. Do not do this. If there's something you do not do this. So, we put a ramp in my backyard, and we lit the ramp on fire, and then we covered the bicycle on with grease and lighter fluid. And it wasn't supposed to be me to do this. It was supposed to be my friend that was going to do this. Yes, I did have to regrow hair, Pookie. It was supposed to be my friend that did this, and he doesn't show up. He chickens out. And the internet knows me at this time as the person I was, which was kind of incognito. And I'm just like, you got to be fucking kidding me. You're not showing up? And there's no shit. There was 1,500 people logged into this shit to watch this bicycle jump live. Okay? and the motherfucker doesn't show up. I was so pissed, and he wasn't answering his phone. He wasn't answering his phone, and the reason why, he said, he was like, "Oh, my car wouldn't start, and I was out trying to get it to get there because I really wanted to get there and do it really bad and stuff." No, 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 no. He was chickening out from A to fucking Z. Okay, and he could have fucking called me, and any one of us would have fucking took it, because I'm gonna tell you, my drummer was a dumb fuck. He would have done it in a minute, but my drummer wasn't there that day. Okay, and so yeah, it's good. Yeah, it was okay, and I think there was, and J Dub was there. J Dub was there. And I'm thinking it was J Dub's idea to put the grease on the bicycle. Okay, it was J Dub's idea that the bicycle would burn longer and hold in the alcohol and all the shit we were pouring on it better. Okay, that the base of the fire was going to be all this. Now, this is what you do not do this. I am saying do not do this. I am a trained professional, and you leave this stuff to the trained professionals. Okay, y'all seen my other bicycle jumps. You know I'm a trained professional. I was fit as fuck back then too. But because of the anonymity of what we had to do, I had to wear a mask, which was crazy. So I get going really, 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 really fast. And when I hit the ramp, bird finger, the bike just goes, okay, which I knew was going to happen. Okay, here was my thing. As long as you kept pedaling the bicycle, guess what? Even though the bicycle was on fire, it was going behind me. Okay, but my yard is kind of on a slope, so when I started to go up the hill, I slowed down, and when I slowed down, I had socks on, and I kind of had these like bell bottom pants, which was stupid ass idea, but I didn't think I was going to be jumping, and the flame or the heat kind of went up my pant leg, and it kind of burnt the hair off from where my socks stopped right over my ankle to my knees to where my pants got tied again. So I was missing hair from my sock line to my knees when I got through. But I did complete the jump, and everybody on the internet was very happy, and they were laughing, and it was fun. The end. It was going to be fun. It was going to be fun. It was fun. There's a whole bunch of other shit. Yeah, I know it. You ain't telling nobody, Birdfinger. You ain't telling. Evil Knievel wore bell bottoms, and Evil Knievel had the hot chicks. That's what was happening. That's what was happening. That happened. Okay, that happened. And I'm gonna tell you nothing. Evil Knievel. I think he just. I don't even think he needed the cane. I don't even think Knievel needed the walking cane. I think he just liked it because it was pimp. You know? And you know another thing? You know another thing? When Evil Knievel was cool, the Dallas Cowboys were cool. You know what? When Evil Knievel passed away, so did the Dallas Cowboys. Coincidence? I think not. I think not. You know what? Everybody in the world used to could name the Dallas Cowboys lineup, okay? You know, Ed Too Tall Jones, Tony Dorsett, Tony Hill, Roger the Dodger Staubach, Ed Too Tall Jones, and the evil ones, Terry Bradshaw, you know, and all them guys. Man, what the hell? Terry Bradshaw, you know who you are. That man was Dallas Cowboy kryptonite and shit. Yeah, Drew and Preston Pearson, Bob Lilly. Yeah, you know, and Danny White would go on. He was the kicker at the time. It was man. They used to be some badasses. I think when they had that open trading and shit, I think that was going to be the end of like the loyalty to like you know I mean, the coach was Tom Landry, and there was just never going to be another team like that ever. And I'll tell you right now, I don't even watch professional sports anymore. So there, put that in your pipe, James Myers, and smoke it like it was Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms. You know what? I bet you there's some weed like Lucky Charms. I don't know if Deep Burrito's still here, but me and Deep Burrito have a liking for the banana strawberry. It's pretty head high. Yeah, yeah. Don Meredith and Dandy Don and Howard Cosell with Frank Gifford. This is Howard Cosell. I used to like him when he would like mess with Muhammad Ali. You know, Muhammad, come down here and sit and talk with me. Howard, you don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, get up in your face. I'm too sweet. Be getting hit in my face here. Yes, there is a strain, Lucky Charms. I should have known it. I should have known it. Yeah, Joe Namath. Yeah. They used to. The chicks used to like. Hey, I think wasn't Joe Namath the one that would smoke cigarettes while he was playing? He was the quarterback. He'd be like, "Lucky Strikes are number one. Go, Dandy Don." It's okay. It's okay. Lucky Charms. That would be good. I remember the first time I had this shit called lemon kush and shit. It was like they're like, hey, this shit tastes like candy. I'm like, bullshit. And I was like, oh wow, it tastes like candy. And then it blows up in your lungs like like propane. What the hell? But yeah, and yeah, right, cool. And you need that, Gary. You know what? Gary keeps it good. Gary keeps it good. And I think it's a realistic goal. Look at Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith has got a sponsor. I need to get a sponsor. I'm thinking about getting a sponsor. And you know what? I'll take a sponsor, no matter how big or small it is. But the thing is you've got to. I get that I have to be marketable. I want Tampico. Tampico, look, man, Tampico. I'm trying to be here for you. Tampico Zero. Okay? I use your product and stuff. But I'm going to think that Tampico is like, we don't want to be associated with pole vault. And right there, Tampico, that's your problem. That's your problem. You got to put your finger on the nerve of America today. Bing, 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 bing. So, So, y'all might want to run that through your mind. Who would be a good sponsor for, I could be get sponsored by Brazzers or Pornhub or something. I mean, I can't see them being like, we're too classy for pole vault. Now, I don't mean that as a derogatory term or anything I'm not doing anything. And you know what? And I'm putting this out there also, okay? I'll put this out there, all right? I want a pole vault series guitar, okay? And I will work with said company. All right? And y'all are like, that's not going to happen. Yes, drink Tampico Zero for the health of it. Don't be a hero. Drink you some Zero. Now, here's the thing. I want a signature series guitar. Okay? Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have to fucking, like a bunch of y'all would have to pay a lot of money to some big star. And listen here. Like, what is it? First act? First act, you can have a pole vault series guitar. And I'm going to tell you what. It might not sell you more, but it ain't going to sell you less, okay? Just going to say, you sell the guitars at Walmart for like, 45, $50. All right? Come on. We can work together here. First act, and I have the first act freaking custom guitar. The freaking pole vault signature series first act guitar. I have it. Now, this is the way I would do it. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, you're all the way over there. The farthest way you could be. It's going to be okay. Okay. Now, here is, I have actually made quite a few songs with this. It has been on a few albums for sure. And it was back when I first started because it was small space. We would work with first act on this, okay? This is a BC Rich pickup. We would have to. I have some first act pickups. First act. I'm going to be serious with you. Your pickups work, but in the pole vault series, first act, we're gonna have to put something a little hotter. Like I said, I have the BC Rich pickup in there right now. Yeah, Devil's Nipple guitar series would be great too. Okay. Now, the bridge, I know, first act, you can see that I have upped the quality of the bridge. And I know you're saying, hey, this is going to make the price of these guitars go up and up and up. Okay, it's just a little better. It's not string through. Come on, first act. We can do this. We can do this. Okay, we can do this. It's not much. Now, I put a big roller volume on there. One volume switch, one in. That's the way Pole Vault likes his guitars, okay? I really do. I got have a bunch of pickups, but really, I like when I'm playing a guitar, not like I'm a good guitar player or anything, but I play a lot. I like one volume and plug the son of a bitch in and turn it up. Okay? So no tone. Volume, plug it in. Okay? Up here, we went with a little bit better tuners. And you'll see that this was the ME 36036 or something. And it is a reverse Explorer, kind of. And really works out for getting down here close. Yeah, all right. But this is the one thing that you might want to work on there for the Pole Vault series is you see that paint job. The paint job is fluorescent, like danger yellow, like at a traffic, and I put black speckles all over, and then the back is black to the corner. Okay. Then the top, same format, cut away and sanded. I sanded the neck thin. Come on, you can make the neck thin for first act. And you're going to say to yourself, why in the hell would pole vault do that to? Why would he put that much work in on to a $40 guitar? And I'll tell you right now, the pickup on this and or the bridge cost more than the guitar did. Because I can do that. That's I mean, I had people ask me, why did you do that? And I'm like, because I can. Let's see. It's going to be fine. It'll be fine. Let's see. Where are you? And it's just like, I like the pickup in front, the jack in front. Now that just came out of a first act, or is that what it's called? First act. Okay. You never heard a first act sound like this. Would be good with the trim on it. A trim would be good, but you're not going to get sustain out of it with y'all's pickup. So the pole vault signature series would have to have a good pickup in it first class act. It was first act. See, and that's the thing. There you go. First act. Give me a call. Pole vault signature series. Jump on it now before I change my mind. I hit the road and stuff. I'm gonna go with BC Rich or something. Then y'all be sorry. Holy diver, you've been down too late. You've been down too long in the midnight sea. Yeah, it's something like that. Yes, it's, oh, what is becoming of me? Ride the tiger. You can see his struts, but you know he's clean. There are some things that can never be seen. Tune your guitar. No, I'm never tuning my guitar. Tuning your guitar is for Guitar Tuners Flow. Flo, what you doing, girl? Yeah. Yeah. Uh, oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I gotta get a movie night. Come on. I gotta get the movie night going. Um, I'm gonna test. I gotta test some movies. Gotta test some movies, and it's gonna be fine. And we're gonna make sure that the movies don't get blacked out this time. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's like you know, uh, just keep on thinking about. I need to cut out. I didn't. I really. I'm not. I'm not even kidding y'all. Not even gonna kid y'all. I was only gonna do like 30 minutes, and here I am like 3 hours late. Uh, this is a walk. Street country walking. What is country walking like? What? I fell asleep. It's still on. Is this a dream? It's. You know what it is? It's. I believe in magic. I believe in anything your heart desires. Do 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 do. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I promise y'all that Sunshine Archer's listening right now. I promise you that Sunshine Archer's listening right now. And when I did that, she just cringed like a motherfucker. Like I said, I did doody doody doots for at least 15 to 20 minutes. And I was y'all try that shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you thinking about doing like some vocal exercise, that is freaking hard. Yeah. It's been like 3 hours. What am I doing in my life? You just gotta, it's gonna see, it's been a nice break from sleeping pills. It's gonna be okay. Did I show you? This all started about the statue. The statue. Dude. Here, this'll be weird for you. See? There you go. I mean, you know what? If you just now like tuned into that, you're like, what in the fuck happened? What happened? He's gonna be like, oh my god. Pole strings are a nice break. Yeah, I don't know. And see, I don't know. I don't know. And like inspecting much or something. It's like, oh my goodness. Oh, oh my goodness. It's gonna be okay. Uh, I had like someone the guy that I was supposed to sell the pew pew case to today. He just totally flaked out, and he's like, hey, can you meet me somewhere at some time? I'm like, yes. Tell me where and when. Oh man, I'm running some errands today, and listen, can you meet me halfway? And I'm like, sure. So halfway, let's agree where halfway is. Well, it'd be Louisville. Okay. So we got that much done. Now, can you tell me a time you want to meet in Louisville? Because me and you're going to drive a ways. Can we get it? Well, oh no, man, I got a lot to do. And I'm like, look, you want to buy something on Facebook Marketplace. I told you that it cost this much. You wanted it for less. I told you you had to pick it up at my door. You wanted to meet halfway. Now you cannot tell me a time when you're going to meet up. And plus, I didn't tell him this, but I went and looked at his history, and everybody in his history was like, this dude's a jerk. I'm like, okay. Uh, the lady from yesterday. Um, hmm. No, that's who it was. That's who it was. Pookie, that's who it was. Shit was going on cleaning today. Like, what the hell? No. Facebook Marketplace is crazy. And you know what? And this is just give you an idea. Someone was telling me that there's a guy that goes around and he gets on Facebook Marketplace and he acts like he's selling different items. And he's like, I'm selling this golf ball for $1. I'm selling this fidget spinner for $1. Okay, and he gets two people to agree to buy them. Okay, tells them they're real cheap, and then he tells the two people, meet me at this place, and he asks them what they look like and stuff, so that they can meet, and they meet. So this is a news. It's not even a fucking scam. It's just assholes. So they have the two people that are trying to buy the items meet each other, and they're like they get into like an argument. At least I don't let them do that. You know, you know that's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. I got I got these sticks up here, Mr. Smith. What are these? Uh, they're Vic Firth. I like these. I like these because they make these cool sounds on stuff. Like, you gotta get both of them. You get both of them. See? You go. And I liked it. I liked it. They got, yeah, and yeah, and the well, Mr. Smith, there. I've never seen sticks with leather grips on them like this. You know, uh, uh this is. But I like the little fuzzy thing. You know what song that is? Yes, that's right. It's do 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 do. I believe in magic. Let's see what other kinds I got. I got some sucky kinds. Uh, Now I will tell you. Um, what are these? Um, I'm sure that these are really shitty. I got some up here that's called Pro Sticks. I'm sure that's super shitty. Or and hmm. Yeah, there they are. There's a pair of these. I don't know what the hell. It's wrote in gold, so I can't read it. Um, no, no, no. Apparently, I have a lot of those. So I have some that are probably really shitty, Mr. Smith, called ProMark, and I don't use those a hell of a lot, but I do use these a lot. I do use these a lot, and I find that when I'm working doing bongo work and stuff, that these really these really are really cool. These are pretty cool. I don't know what these are. They don't have any name brand on them that I know of, but they're really, really, really cool. and they make they make like really they make a really like yeah. But I like these mallets, like you said, because they really, I really like the patty sound. And they patted, they just patted. They like, I'm, I'm, I'm Patty Patterson. Hello, Patty Patterson. Can you do this? Do 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 the tube steak boogie. Yeah, yeah. You mean a big bass drum like this, James? This is gonna make you Sarah Michelle jealous when you see this. Is that what you're talking about, James? Huh? 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 Yeah. Ba-rum-ba-rum-rum. Me and my drum. They come to do something to the king. Ba-rum-ba-rum-rum. In his rump. Yeah. But Sunshine uses these more than I do. You know, and what? What the hell? God, you stupid stuff. It's God. Oh God. Look, that's gonna be okay. Uh, I don't know, Pookie. It did stuff. It was. It hit the mouse. So let's see. It has this one, then this one, then this one, and then this one. So, see, see. So you're doing this. Yeah, yeah. It hit the freaking mouse, and this is why I don't like. This is why I don't like mice. These fucking gaming mice suck ass. They cost a lot of money, and they are not worth a shit. Okay? There's my mouse. Right? And I'm going to tell you that company's probably going to call me in the morning and kick me in the balls. But I'm going to tell you right now, the thing is I just want a mouse that when you touch it, it doesn't go forward and backwards. So when you hit, what I did is I hit the mouse to where it went back, it backed up a web page. And the only web page I got open is StreamYard. So when I hit back, it sent me into like, hey, you want to enter the studio? So yeah, I was like, no, I would like for you not to kick me out of the studio. Be fine. And then they were like, oh wow, or is that Remo paddle drums, Povot? I was like, ba rumpa rum rum, rumpa rum rum. Ba-da-na-na, na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. 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 Okay. You're like, wow, should we call the hospital now? No, it's not. Don't call the hospital. I'm fine. I'm fine. I used to. Hello? Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I don't really use those that much. And I've thought about getting some of the Alesis mesh kit. I get a small Alesis mesh kit, but I've also gotten um, I've gotten so many drum machines in here. I've got the Yamaha. I got the I got this SR16, and I got now I got the Korg uh, beats, vocal beats, and I'm still trying to keep it real, man. Keep it real. Keep it real. It's gonna be okay. There's a full moon out there, folks. It will be fine. It will be fine. And that's why we're doing this. And like I said, I mean, I'm like, oh, dude, I really like need to like, oh God, I'm gonna really have to get off here pretty soon because, like, I gotta go to work in the morning, and the sunshine's probably in there. Like you said, you were going down there for 30 minutes, and then, but there's like 17 like people watching. There's like 20 people watching, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna let everybody down, but I can't make it to the side of the swimming pool and stuff. So a 30-minute. Now we're in for 3 hours and 30 minutes. Um, yeah. There was a lunar eclipse last night and today. Lunar eclipse of the heart. It's a lunar eclipse of the heart. Now we're just tearing apart. Yeah. Uh. Uh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is I really want to, like, God, the more I try to make space in here, Mr. Smith, the more I take up space, um, and I'm starting to run into uh, a couple of drummers. Duffy is on the alcohol, and but I got a new drummer in the Cooks. This guy named Christian, that's local. That's just like, hey man, I'd love to freaking throw some beats to that shit. I'm like, okay, we're gonna do some shit, freaking probably some Devil's Nipple and shit, and uh, uh working on a wall for a studio. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, Shelly. Um, but I'm gonna go for 3 more minutes, and yeah, that way I end at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I have to get up in, like, 5 hours and go to work and stuff. So it'll be fine. Uh, you know, uh, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And yeah, and Edward, you got to see the statue, and I hope the statue's worth a lot of money. That would be cool. Um, to get in, get some guitar money together, because that's what it's about. That's good. That's what it's about. Guitar money. At the end of the day, that's plenty of sleep. Pookie, I'm not like you used to be. I know you. You used to not sleep at all. Plenty of sleep. 1, 2. Okay. I'll get about 6 hours sleep. Mm. Yeah. Well, yeah. I should. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those mesh heads. Yeah, those are cool. Uh, I'm gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Beat me up when I go in there. She's gonna be like, I told you you weren't gonna be in there 30 minutes. Then she's gonna do karate. I don't like it, so I'm gonna do kung fu. As Sunshine, if you're listening to this and you try karate, I'm gonna do kung fu. And then know that kung fu, David Carradine is gonna win, and it'll be okay. It's gonna be all right. But like I said, I love all y'all. Y'all be cool, and I always like hanging out with all of y'all. Every last freaking one of you. Uh, so y'all be good to yourself because I need y'all to be around and stuff. Because who would I tell my stupid shit to? I, there's not a lot of people that sit around and listen to this stupid shit. Okay, and we all know if you hang out with crazy people, if you hang out with a lot of crazy people, you don't look as crazy. And then we can all point at normal people and go, ha, 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 you weirdo. Oh my God. What the hell? That normal person over there, everyone pointing to act like he's crazy. Oh, that guy. Oh God. We know what's going on. We're okay. That guy. Get out of here. All right, y'all have a good night. I love y'all. Y'all be cool. Night.